Here we go. Philly Sports, Love and Pain. I'm Dave. That's Kenny. Oh man.
You
Well,
know what?
just
You,
just look at it this way, Kenny.
I won't.
Pretty soon, we'll just have free nights.
I really could use them because shows are adding up on this side. Listen, the Sixers. The Sixers are like your beloved dog, right? Just like, or he, I don't know, whatever you're into. Female dog is better than male dogs. So you have your female dog. She's 12. She's got bladder cancer. And you're like, I really got to put this dog down. Like, I have to put this dog down. And, like, you're selfish and you're sad and you're like, I'm selfishly going to keep her alive.
Ooh.
And then I'm ready. I'm ready to take old Yeller to the backyard and put an end to it. I'm done. Not done, but I'm done. This has been the most exhausting playoffs I've ever, like, watched in my entire life. Like, the roller coaster, the ups and downs, the dunking, tearing his ligaments, to plane soaring, to elbows in the face, breaking your face, not playing for two, getting blown out, bringing it back around. And now here we are, blown out by 30-some points. No one looked like they knew how to play basketball. There was no double-digit player until there was like 3 minutes left in the second, and Harden hit that three.
Yep.
The team looked uninspired. Just, I'm ready, man. And I think they win. I think they win tomorrow. I really do. But no way they're winning in Miami. I don't know if anyone can win in Miami. It seems like a very difficult place to win, and it has nothing to do with the fan base. It has to do with all them role players apparently only like to play in Miami.
I don't know if they got like a special, titty bar that they all go to, and like they just like being home in Miami. But fucking A, man, like these dudes are literally like their logo, blowing fucking flaming basketballs like out of NBA Jam straight through the fucking hoop every fucking shot.
Looks like your asshole after burrito night. You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, we got Bang Bang George Niang, fucking that can't hit a basketball into the Atlantic Ocean.
Yo, guess what I just found?
What?
Mr. Sketch scent markers.
Yeah, is that the grape one?
Yep, grape. We're gonna do this live on the podcast. Oh,
yeah,
red.
People listen to you smelling markers.
That's a little cherry. That's
legendary.
Cherry. That's all right. Light blue.
Woo!
That's supposed to be blueberry, I think.
Oh man, there's a lot. You gonna go through them all?
Oh, I am. Oh, black licorice.
Oh, the black one.
Or Sambuca for the real friend.
Well, this is almost
lemon. This is very nice. Lemon is
almost what it's like dealing with the Sixers.
Yes,
in the playoffs.
It's a child with ADD smelling markers.
Very similar to this.
Fucking terrible. What is dark blue supposed to be? Not good.
I don't know.
What's green? Watermelon?
Monkey turds?
Ooh, that's bleach. Which is what I would like to drink.
Oh.
Brown? Oh, that's poop, just like the Sixers offense. Wow, I'm running into things here now at this point. Ooh.
Make sure you don't paint your fucking nose.
I know, my nose hairs are definitely all right. Last one. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens when you have ADD. Ooh, that's a blueberry. They're bubble gum.
This is more like a fucking Twitch stream at this point.
ASMR. I just don't know how they can win in Miami. I really don't.
Well, I tell you what, it starts with them like maybe making a shot.
37%. You said I think last night.
Dude, it was just ungodly. So yeah, they shot 36 and a half from the floor. Like that's. You're not going to win any games doing that.
I know teams at LA Fitness that can shoot better than that.
Here's the other thing. You know what else is not going to work? Having more turnovers than assists.
Bro, if Danny Green throws one more pass into the sideline, I really might hang myself.
More turnovers than assists. It doesn't get worse than that.
That's coaching though too, right? They just
I
not
don't know.
ready.
How do you? What do you mean they're not ready?
I'm
It's game
asking.
5 in the second round. What the fuck is he supposed to do?
Eric
This
Spoelstra.
is team leadership. This is players leadership.
Well,
This isn't.
you know,
This
the
isn't coach
narrative.
leadership. This isn't coach leadership. This is player leadership.
That narrative of like Embiid is so upset about not getting the MVP. He's playing like poop.
That is so fucking piss poor.
That's
And
such a Charles Barkley bullshit
but
thing.
it's
to
not
fucking
even only.
say.
It's not even only
No,
him,
I know,
dude.
but it started there, right?
He was the first one that had the opportunity to say it. Yeah.
And I'm not even sure he believes it, but I bet you the producers were like, "Hey, you want a Twinkie?"
Twinkies aren't even that good. Anyway, this Nimrod, this
Who is
guy,
that? Oh, Joe Gigi.
yeah, Joey G.
He's a
This
fucking
dude tweets out to go live and listen to his show. Hey, the Sixers were blown out of Miami because of one reason last night. Joel Embiid didn't show up.
I'm sorry. The man
Dude,
is
you
literally.
You can't go after Joe right now.
What do
You
you
just fucking can't.
what do you want from this guy? Do you want this guy to literally literally it's like Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, drink the poison, all right? That's what they want from this fucking guy.
That meme you said today with like everybody standing around
Yeah.
him was like, man, I really wish you'd put out more effort. He's like laying in a hospital bed with a full body cast on. That's fucking what it's like, dude. Like, what the fuck? This guy, you can't make Joel do everything all the time. Like,
There's one complaint. I have one complaint.
what is it?
Don't dive for the ball in the first quarter in the stands. That's my. It's too much effort.
Like I agree with that, but it's like kind of.
But I'm not mad at him. I get it, and you know
what?
what?
Like instincts, though.
No, and he's screwed because if he doesn't do that, that freaking dumbass be like, I can't believe Embiid didn't fucking dive for that ball in the stands. You can't. He said it best. Embiid literally said, he said, I'm so screwed right now because if I don't play, they're going to come after me. And if I play and I don't play well, they're going to come after me. So I just have to go out and play basketball.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do? Harden didn't show up. Thibel's not even playing basketball at this point. Maxey struggled hard.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, no one showed up, right? Like, I mean, the entire team, and unfortunately,
Paul Reed showed up.
Unfortunately, this is the way it goes, right? It's Joel, how Joel feels and how Joel like is externally, like visually, to
Body
us.
language.
Yeah, like that's how the team goes. And there's the only other way you could look at it is, however Maxey is that night, that's how the team goes. If Maxey is horrendous, they almost never win. I would actually love this. I would love to figure out the stat of like, you know, when Maxey scores less than 12, what's their record? Because I'm willing to bet that it's pretty fucking bad.
I mean, and like Tobias Harris is doing exactly what we need Tobias Harris to do. He's the number 3 guy on the team, putting up number 3 stats with good defense. There is a lack of hustle all across this whole team when it comes to rebounding. I don't know what that is. And you don't want to say it's coaching, and that's fine. But like at some point, you know, you have to ream into these guys.
I mean, if you're not giving these guys strategies on like different ways to box out, or
like watch a game tape and be like, oh, Dedmon does this.
Right, like what is Miami doing? Where are they positioned for rebounds? What are they doing? Like how do we counter? Maybe they are doing that. I don't know, but
yeah, we don't know.
Something's missing because the rebounding is horrible. And I talk to Gordy about this all the time. Rebounding is an effort stat, though. Like it's effort.
Well, and I'm not blaming Embiid though. I mean, his face has been smashed in. He's a little more reserved going for rebounds, and I can kind of understand that, but. Anyone needs to step up and get a rebound. It's very sad. Very sad.
It is.
But I'm not mad, and I'm not upset as I should be, because let me tell you, this is what we knew was going to happen.
See, this is what okay. So this is what I come back to, like when I think about this and I get sad and pissed off or whatever mood I feel like putting myself in about the stupid Sixers. Um, it always comes back to thinking about 2-3 months ago, even after they got Harden. It's like, okay, this is awesome. They have Harden now; they can try to figure shit out as a team, but they're still not a championship team. And we said that, and everyone said that months ago. Now all of a sudden they're in round two. They're playing the number one seed, and it's like completely egregious if they lose the series. Like, what the fuck? I want to win, and I know
They're
that they can win, but Joel Embiid's not even 60% right now.
if Embiid's healthy, they can win any of these series,
They
and
could
I
beat
really do
any
believe that
team. Yeah, they could beat anybody with Joel
100%.
Embiid
But
because he's the MVP.
and honest, the MVP thing, and I'm sure you have a lot to say. I don't think it's such a big fucking deal. Like I get it. The MVP is nice. It doesn't really mean anything. Everyone knows that like recently the MVP vote means nothing, and they totally missed the ball. If you told me Embiid got edged out, fine, whatever. But 63-26 or something like that, whatever the
Double,
totals
yeah, he
were.
had double the first place votes.
Listen. I'm not mad. I'm not like burn down the city and go to Serbia and fucking punch him in his face. I'm not any of that. I honestly don't really care. But like it was way closer than what it came out to be. And this is just like any All-Star game, Pro Bowl, whatever you want to call it. It's a joke. It's a gimmick. It's not even worth your energy at this point. People are way overboard on this shit. Like, yeah, those writers that voted for, like, what's his name? Greeny? Dorky ass Greeny? Why does that guy have a vote?
Forks and knives, Greeny.
Why does that guy have a vote?
I don't fucking know because he's on because he has a fucking show on ESPN. Who else is voting? Mike Golick?
I would hope not.
No, I'm joking, but like that's the kind of shit. Like, who is Greeny?
Yeah.
Like,
Greeny's a J.O. That's who
like,
Greeny is.
That's like saying, all right, yo, if you have a podcast, please fill out this Google form. We will let you vote for MVP. Like, what the fuck? The dude is literally a media personality, not a sports. Like he didn't play basketball.
Just fan vote it.
You can't fan vote it completely.
I know.
Like you could do a composite. Like that would work. Unless Russia fucking taps in and then nothing works.
Well, they're a little busy with Ukraine, so I don't know if the
Are they though? Are they?
They're yeah, it's a good point. Ukraine is sabotaging America
by destroying their entire country. Yep.
No one cares about Ukraine.
Don't say that.
Okay. I'll lie on the podcast for BC reasons.
No, I
gives
mean,
a
I'm
shit about
sure
Ukraine?
someone cares about it. I don't know anyone there, so I don't really.
Yeah, support them all you want. Oh, boy. Fucking 3 cents ain't doing shit.
So anyway,
they're done. They might win 6, but
I think they might. Well, I think they might win.
the whole thing.
Here's what. No, the series. Because here's why. Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's
fair. And like the unscripted shit happens a lot. Like it just does.
And Grant Hill is brutal, dude. Those two dudes are idiots.
They hate the sit. All right, listen, man. I remember like 10, 15 years ago or whatever, when everyone literally hated Joe Buck. When he called
Joe
Phillies,
Buck guy.
When he called Phillies games, like no one liked him though. Like I like him now, but back in 2008, I wanted to rip that dude's fucking head off, and everyone else did too. It's the same thing. This is different. Joe Buck just didn't fucking care. These dudes hate the fucking Sixers.
I feel like they're trying like super hard to hate the Sixers. It's very weird behavior.
Like it's like late third quarter, and everyone knows the Sixers are going to lose the game, and they're getting pummeled. And the fucking guy's going to commercial. It's like da, 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 and he's like, and the Sixers taking it on the chin. It's like, Do you need to have the one-liners? Like, who are you? Who are you appeasing? The 12 people that are in the fucking arena in Miami that care about basketball?
Yeah,
Why does Florida win so many championships? Nobody even cares about sports there.
I told you why.
It's probably got to do with state taxes.
It's exactly that, and they have. It's not that they have ownership that's spending more than anyone else. What it is
It's the one thing Florida does right.
yes, they don't care. The fans don't care, and that's why they win. Like the fans that come from passionate cities that really give a shit, they get riled up, they care too much, and then
They win the
what
least.
happens. It's just what happens.
Boston is literally the outlier. I guess New York too with
Boston.
the Yankees.
The Skanks.
Yeah, like the Yankees, like they like break the mold somehow.
Yeah. Well,
and Boston was just lucky because the Patriots probably won't win another Super Bowl until like 2050.
He's not winning another one. Belichick.
Yeah.
108, 107 Bucks. 6 seconds left. Now they just put 11 seconds back.
The Bucks are up.
Yeah. It's a pick 'em right now. Can I get in on this?
Not a lot of time there.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying, dude. That's why I hate those commercials where they're like, "You can live bet it up to the very end," and then I'm trying to live bet.
I need Drew Brees in here to fucking pause the fucking life right now.
it's like, ooh, it's suspended. Yeah, it's suspended. Now you can take the Celtics on the money line. I don't think they.
That's. I mean, they could win, but they ain't gonna cover.
Oh, you can't now. You can only. That's what I mean. Like this. Now you can't do anything. It was 2 seconds, FanDuel. 2 seconds, you fuckers.
It wouldn't even approve your bet in time.
No, I couldn't even get it in.
So, while we watch the last couple seconds tick off the clock with this basketball game, the Sixers, I think, will play an amazing game tomorrow night. I really think that.
Is it bad that I'm really at the point where I just really, really want to old Yeller the Sixers?
No, I get it. Especially but I feel like you're hurt right now though. Because of Game 5.
Yeah, for sure.
If they lost by 5, would you feel that way?
No, you're right. But it's again. Name me a playoff. This is worse. Honestly, I swear by this. This is worse. This is worse than the Kawhi Leonard triple bounce, quadruple bounce. It's just yes.
No.
Yes.
Why? Because it's drawn out.
Yes. At least that was like a dagger, and we were done.
Okay, I get that. I get
this shit be dragging like a mother. This is remember when you were in school and you got to Memorial Day and they were like, all right, 15 days, and then it's summer break. This is what this is. This is the last 15 days of June. You got one more week where your teachers are like, the Revolutionary War. And then it's like, come on. No one cares. You're drawing penises in your freaking textbook. You're ready for the summer, man. This is what this is.
That's where you're at. You're fucking dead.
It's dragging.
It's hard. It's really hard to fucking hang on this.
It's dragging. And I'm tired. I got to finish Ozarks, and it's in the way.
You do need to finish it because we got to talk about it.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to make me. Whatever that crazy bitch says. She's nutty buddies, bro.
Yeah, she was wild.
I graduated high school today.
Oh, you're looking at what are they called?
No, I just know the date.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll happen to be my high school girlfriend's birthday as well. God, 14 years ago.
Womp.
I'm ancient. Not as old as you.
Nope, not even close.
Anyway, all right, let's rail this back thing. And I'm at the point where I'm okay. And if I have to go through another series,
The Sixers have you in a fucking armbar right now,
Yeah, no, they really do,
and
and
you're
I'm gonna
like
be very happy.
tapping the fuck out. Let me the
Yeah,
fuck out.
I don't know. I can't explain it. I mean, I can't explain it. I just did for the last 10 minutes.
Well, you know what? It sucks because for multiple reasons. The Sixers had a pathway. Like,
Oh, it was a pathway of a pathway.
you know what I mean? Like the Nets are out. They were all fucked up because Kyrie and their, COVID still counts and all that stuff. Um, and they had a pathway, and then the whole shit happened with Joel, and it just derailed them. It just did, and it's like the worst or and best argument, like both ways every time it happens. The injury argument. Like, okay, well, they are the way they are, and they are where they are because of this injury or that injury, and it's like, it's annoying, is what it is. It's fucking annoying.
And the argument, which Bucks won, the
Yeah.
argument is: does Seth Curry change your team?
No.
Does Drummond change your team?
Yeah.
So Danny Green won them a playoff game. Fair.
Yeah.
So that's the equal of Seth Curry, because I really think Seth Curry has 1 or 2 games in him, like
Oh
series
yeah.
wise.
Toby did, or I'm sorry, what Danny did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I fast forward. Harden only won us 1 game.
So far.
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's what I'm doing right now is probably more of an evaluation for after the season is over. But you get my point.
Yeah,
Is
I
and
do.
I think Drummond probably wins you 2 games, maybe 3 if you're pushing pretty hard. With the injuries, they at least split one of them, I think. And Embiid might not be hurt if you know his face wouldn't be broken. I don't think because Drummond probably would have been in.
Well, yeah, you're getting real extreme now with the
I know.
subs, but I hear what you're saying. You're making good points. I just don't know.
I don't know where it lands either. I'm just kind of
Yeah,
like I'm at the point where I'm trying to like
they got to keep Harden.
you don't have an option.
Like, I mean, I know that like people care and like they're like, oh, you can't give him a max deal. Like, who? Why not?
Well,
Why
how
not?
long is the max deal?
I mean, max money. I don't know about the years and
Yeah,
shit. I
like
think
I
it's
would be
3.
comfortable giving him like
I think it's like 3 or 4.
I don't want to give him 4.
No, I don't
3.
either.
3 I'm
Three's a lot.
hesitant.
Right,
2
three's a
I'm good
lot.
with.
I think it might be a 3 minimum. I don't
The
know. If
thing
anybody's
is,
listening, you can tell me. I don't know.
the thing is they first off, and I said this a couple weeks ago, and no one wanted to listen to me. The NBA, when they got rid of that rule where you could, run into the player, throw it up into the air, and then get your free throw,
Right.
that took away a lot of points from Harden and some other key major players. Like Trae Young wasn't as good this year.
Yep.
James Harden. I mean, the list goes. Luka. I mean, it's just I don't know why he gets so many calls, but you get my drift. So once they did that,
Motherfucker flops around like a fish.
he's so brutal. When I watched that game in Dallas, dude, I lost so much respect like for him, which is insane. When they did all this stuff and they took that away, and Harden's older, that's fine. There's a video where when he was in Houston and he dunked it and he was like, at the top of the rim. And then like I watched the Sixers and I forget when it was, but he had a breakaway dunk and he barely got it in, but he got up, so like there's some aging there. We need to, as a fan base and the media and the NBA as a whole, need to realize that like the James Harden averaging 40 points a game, that James Harden's dead. He's not coming
Yeah.
back.
Yes.
But the James Harden that you are getting is the 2010 and 7 is a
But
very good James Harden.
Right, but I think that like if I don't know, I feel like right now, what the problem is that this team is so heavily based on getting the ball down to Joel
And
that like
Go
you
on.
once you flick that like that switch, right? You're like, all right, listen, Harden, here's our scheme. This is what we're doing. you're not hoisting 20 shots a night. You're gonna shoot 10, 12 shots, and you're gonna pass the fuck out of the ball. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? We need to completely change our entire offense, and it needs to be based around Harden. Like that's just not. You can't just fucking do that as a
And
team and as Harden.
and that's where I'm going to is that they're short. Maybe
Way
a
short.
starter and two significant bench pieces.
And his super max, um, um, if he gets a super max, there's like different fucking, there's like a max, there's super max, whatever. It
There's
all
a
has to do
maxi
with like,
pad.
it all has to do with the percentage of the salary cap or whatever. But a super max is the biggest contract, and it says 5 years.
No, 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 and no.
You can't do that, right?
You
Like,
can't. You can't. I mean, you can give them as much money as you want. I don't care about the money. The years has to be a two.
now I don't know. Like, I don't know if you could like cut down on the years. Everything I'm reading says 5 years. It says
No.
can sign a 5 year supermax. I don't know if that means like it fucking has to be 5 years. I don't know.
And you know what's crazy? Someone might give him 5 years, which is nuts.
Really?
Can't be us. We need too much. It's not like we're like, oh,
Dude,
you know,
there's people in this town that probably wouldn't sign Embiid to a 5 year.
oh, 100% there's people out here.
People
People,
think that it's his fault that they are not winning, and and listen, some of them make a good argument, right? Like, okay, so what is the number one knock that everyone had against Carson? Is
it's
that he was in
availability.
availability. That's like one of the knocks, I guess I should say. So like if you make the availability argument against Joel Embiid, it's kind of hard to come back at it.
Wow, this year, definitely, I don't agree with that at all. He had COVID.
He's not available.
I understand that, but we're in a global
I'm mostly talking about
pandemic.
the playoff. I'm mostly talking about the
He
playoffs.
missed 2 games. What are we doing?
I'm just
And
saying. But he's
and
not 100% though. Like he's here, but he's not really.
okay, and next time that you take a fucking elbow from a gangly man, you let me know how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe he's playing, to be
That's my whole
honest.
point. And again, he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. These people want these people want this dude to turn into like the monsters on Space
Well,
Jam.
here's the here's the other thing. Like, how many other guys? How many people in the NBA are better than Joel Embiid right now?
One.
You can make the case for maybe two.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay,
Well,
like,
he's top three.
but that's my point. So like, everybody needs to chill the fuck out. He's a human fucking man. He's a fucking human being. Like, the dude bangs harder than I just to call him fragile and to say he doesn't care is just egregious, man.
Well, the caring thing is
He-
disgusting. You can't say that.
No,
He's like that plastic Tupperware you have in the basement that has all the cracks and the holes in the corner, but it's still holding up. Still holding your fucking picture frames. I it's depressing. And Tobias Harris is what Tobias Harris is, and I've come to the realization about him, and he is going to give you what you're going to get. He's a number 3. Harden is he a 3? A 2? A fringe
Two.
2?
Harden.
Yeah, he's not a 1. You need another starter. You need a quality bench center, and then another player off the bench, because Thibault ain't it. Niang downtown Niang. He stinks. Although he's hurt, so I understand why he can't do anything. I like Shake Milton. I think he's a quality player.
Bang bang, George Niang.
Yeah, Bang Bang these nuts.
Well, bang bang, George Niang couldn't hit the ocean, like I said, man. He's been just brutal in Miami, just brutal. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. There's not much to talk about with this to continue talking about because basically
It's just sad and somber, right?
it is. It sucks the fucking energy and life out of you.
Yeah,
Like, just
it really
listen
does.
to us talking right now. We're
Yeah.
like, yeah,
And like football, it's like it's one day, and you're done. You're over it. You're like, oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, hockey, you can't even make the playoffs. So what's the difference? Baseball, it's been 10 years. So it's just like this is painful in that sense. And I'm good with whatever the results are. I'm tired of watching because it's so weird to me, man. Like the ups and downs and the roller coaster that it all is just like, oh my god.
Last night was one of those games where like you literally could have turned it off after like the first quarter and you knew the result. Like
Oh, it was over when it was like 14 to like 6.
you could see it on them. Like they're on the court.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like these guys look like they don't want to be here. It's so weird. And like I don't think it's not that. Like they obviously want to be there. It's just like it's a vibe thing. They don't have a vibe up in Miami. They just don't. And I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. Maybe Doc is like clamping down on them and he isn't letting them go out and shit. Which he
Well,
should be. I mean,
Eric Spoelstra changed up his whole thing. They don't normally do like morning practices. He did a morning practice shoot around kind of thing. They had a more intense practice. So those are the little things that I'm saying. Like, why don't we try that stuff instead of like bringing a bucket of wings to the fucking Miami strip club and be like, "Good, what's up, guys? Here's a stack of hundreds."
I heard those wings are good though.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, a wing is good. That's all you know.
He doesn't
I
like
don't know.
smoke.
I honestly have no energy and no life because I'm just ready. I'm ready to be let down, which is fine. I didn't have
It's less of a
expectations.
letdown. It's less of a letdown when you're ready.
That's what I'm saying. It's like when
So
your
you're
grandmother's.
protecting yourself is what's happening.
Yeah, of course I am. It's like when my grandma was about to die. I knew she was gonna die. She was a vegetable, just waiting for her to fucking expire, and she went. And it was,
Yeah.
sad, but
Yeah. Yeah.
she was dead 3 years ago. What are we supposed to
So
do?
so I don't know, man. I honestly think they're gonna look great tomorrow.
That's fine.
And then they're gonna find some juice in Miami. I think it's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna be the other thing. They're
Like
gonna
just
look.
go down there and lose by 40 and Grant
No,
Hill's
I'm saying
fucking
it's gonna be heartbreak. I think they're gonna look amazing game 6, win it, and then they're gonna lose on some Kawhi Leonard fucking 5 bounces in the rim.
Jimmy Butler shooting like technical free
Yeah,
throws with
I mean,
point 1
can
left.
we, Jimmy Butthole? Can you calm down?
At least they
Seriously.
kind of figured out Hero. I don't know.
It's
He's
just such a
annoying too.
hateable franchise. That's the problem. It's hateable
And which is weird because why?
because they have success down there.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what it's like. Why are they good? Why are they winning? Why is Tampa Bay winning shit? Why do they have World Series and fucking Stanley Cups and fucking Super Bowl trophies? What the fuck is going on down there? Why are they winning? It's fucking stupid. I
How
hate it.
far is Miami from Tampa Bay?
Oh, they're not close. They're not close.
2 hours.
No, it's more than that because it's like on the other side of the state.
They've won like.
A lot.
I mean, the Lightning are back-to-back champions. The
I
fucking
know,
Lightning
like think about that, dude.
makes me sick.
That's got to be at least 4 hours away because it's on the other side of the state. I know that. But it's like Pittsburgh. It'd be like Pittsburgh winning a bunch and us winning a bunch, which will never happen.
What's that?
I said it would be like us and Pittsburgh winning a bunch, which will never happen.
Yeah, it might be on the west side, not on this fucking side. I'll tell you that much.
Speaking of, the Pens lose.
Probably not. I
They
was
were
watching that
losing.
shit with my brother-in-law, who's he's from
Yeah, they
Johnstown.
lost. They lost.
Good. He's from Johnstown, and they were up,
Yeah.
early on in that game. I mean, they ended up winning like 7 to fucking 4 again,
Yeah.
but they were up like 4-0. Ooh, Florida's winning. Drew have any points? He does.
He does.
You fucking ginger Jesus.
I'm a firm believer that second assist should not count.
Yeah, that's a bullshit stat. Anyone can give you that.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway,
what was it say? I don't
You're
even
talking
remember.
about your brother-in-law in Pittsburgh.
Oh
Playing
yeah,
with,
yeah. Like they were up, and then as we're getting ready to leave, they like the Rangers came back. Oh, they lost 7-4. The Rangers lost 7-4. So they were up 4-1 or something like that.
I do
Rangers came
remember.
all the way back, and like we weren't like. I mean, he might have been a little banged up because he lives there. You know what I mean? I had to
Hmm.
drive home from Harrisburg,
Hmm.
Mechanicsburg. So like I had cooled down a little bit, and I just remember like it was so funny. It was like emotional, and then just like sad, 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 sad. And then I was like, they might lose, and I feel good about it. Sorry. And then I get home and they win. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep. Yep. I don't know, man. I
I'm ready for sadness.
the world has counted out the Sixers right
Oh,
now.
they just scored the Panthers.
The world, like, no, literally no one thinks the Sixers can win.
I mean,
Listen, man, they beat Miami in Miami twice without Embiid.
I know we keep talking about that, but the team that we saw yesterday and in game 1 and 2 couldn't even beat the Kings.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So tomorrow night, Thursday night, then tonight when you've listened to this podcast, who the fuck knows? It comes out tomorrow. So, do or die. Sixers, game 6 for their balls at the Farg.
I'm ready. I'm ready to put them out. I hope they win, but I'm ready. I won't be sad.
It makes it worse to watch. I'm trying to figure out how I feel.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna be mad, I think, if they lose.
That's fine. You can be mad. I won't be.
I'll be mad at
I'll be just living my best life.
You can live your best life. I would be mad at like, I don't know.
I just wish the media would like leave Embiid alone. Stop it, media! You're making
Listen,
me sad over Embiid.
The media should leave them all alone. Let them fucking focus on basketball. Stop asking dumbass fucking questions right now.
Excuse me, Tyrese Maxey. If you think that if you score under 10 points, does that have an impact on how the game ends?
Yes, I would say that might have some impact, and my wings are good.
Tobias, someone asked like a goofy ass question.
I saw him laugh.
He's like, you asked some real good questions. Listen, the Sixers were never going to win a championship this year. They traded for Harden, which was the right thing to do. The Harden we got is the Harden of the future, and we have to decide if that's worth signing to a 2-year, a lot of money situation. They need a starter. They need 2 bench players. They need an outstanding backup center, I would say. And if they get those things, then next year I will be sad if they're out in the second round. But this year,
are you touching your microphone? What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like pointing to the sky. I can barely hear you. Point it at your face.
Sorry, Dad.
Whoa, listen to that.
Fuck you. I'm tired of your shit. So
you're spot on. I mean, if they somehow win this series,
they're not competing with the Bucks or the Celtics.
If they somehow win this series, they get swept.
5.
Okay, I'm kind of feeling a sweep.
I think if Embiid was like healthy, we would have 7. But you don't know what Embiid you're gonna get, and that's not a slam on him. It's like the man is tired.
Dude, he just got whacked in the face again with the basketball.
Yeah, the Sixers are a bunch of blisters. Everyone but Embiid. They all show up when the work is done. All right, that's what the whole Sixers team is—a bunch of fucking blisters.
Well, we're gonna watch them do what they do tomorrow night.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see, and hopefully I hope they win.
What is it? Thursday, Saturday schedule?
Thursday, Sunday.
What are they doing?
It's Sunday night.
What time? 9:30.
Probably 8.
Nah, TBD. Because they're gonna have all these other game 7s.
It's because they don't think the Sixers are gonna win.
Well, they're all TBD.
I'm just kidding.
Actually, honestly, if it is,
be during the day.
Yeah, they would, because if all these games go game 7, You would have Bucks, Celtics prime time. You would have the Mavericks before that, just slightly. So 7, 8, and then the Sixers at 3:30.
They're all on Sunday?
Yeah, there's 3 game 7s.
Okay, that's fucking dumb.
And then game 7 for Memphis Warriors is Monday, and then it reevaluates.
Yeah, that's not going to go to 7.
All right, we've done 40 minutes on this. I'm done.
All right, well,
Heat in 7.
oh, oh, I can't. I believe you.
You know what you can't say is Sixers in 6.
I already said it and I was wrong.
Yeah.
But that was before I knew all the everything. But it doesn't matter. So, speaking of hockey, the Flyers, we could like touch on their little situation.
Touch on what? Touch on what? They're going to draft the wrong fucking player.
They, in the lottery, they got the right?
Which, like, again, that's where they kind of were supposed to be. They had a 45% chance of getting the 4th pick. So, like, you can't say they got robbed.
No, they didn't get robbed. It is what it is.
A lot of people were pissed about it. But this tweet that you sent it out, it was like 2023 NHL entry draft
greatest of all time tweet.
Yeah. First Hall of Famer, second Hall of Famer, third multi-cup winner, fourth 1 cup 15-year career, fifth sells pretzels on Roosevelt Boulevard out of a shopping cart, sixth Hall of Fame, seventh Hall of Fame.
That's because that's the kind of shit that happens to Philly, right? Especially the Flyers. They got no luck right now, man. They got no juju.
Who's the defenseman for the Avalanche?
No juju.
Who's the defenseman for the Avalanche? Cole, Cal.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I can't remember his name, but that dude's really fucking. Could you imagine if they drafted him?
McCall,
whatever, with the number 2 pick? Wow, that would have been. We're the dumbest scouts. We really do. Bunch of fucking idiots.
We got Chemo coming over to do some.
Who?
Chemo Timonen, isn't he?
No, I think it's Fedorov.
Are you sure it's not?
Did they? What's Timonen doing? The fucking Finland scouts?
What, he can only be in Finland?
I mean, that's where he lives and resides.
I don't know.
Hockey's dead and miserable, man. It's a shame. It's a shame. I was watching the Penn Rangers and I said, "Wow, I really miss hockey, but not enough to watch."
I'll tell you what. I watched some of that Kings game last night.
The Kings, how are they good again?
They are though.
I know. Everyone's like, "Oh, Calgary, Calgary, blow me." Oh, the Capitals scored now.
What's that series? You know,
Who?
Caps.
2-2. It would be welcome Florida to win the President's Trophy and then get Giroux and then lose.
I'm kind of pissed at the Flyers for. It's kind of like the perfect storm, right? So the Flyers did what they did, and really made me disinterested in them by like December.
Yeah.
And then and then the Sixers did what they did, and made me interested. And then, I go from watching hockey and like keeping up with highlights to like barely checking box scores and knowing like what's happening. And it's like it's my own fault, I guess. Like I love hockey and I miss hockey, but the Flyers hurt me. They did, dude. Like I'm fucking hurt, man.
Yeah, it's not.
I came into this season with like hope and like thinking that they actually could be decent.
And you know what's funny?
We both did.
No, definitely. And the funniest part is they're gonna make the right draft.
They're gonna be
pick.
fine. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. Like they're not even that bad right now. They're really not. They have players. Like They need a coach. They need leadership. They need like fucking,
Barry Trotz. In case you guys didn't know, Dave and I went into what he claims not an argument, but just a counterproductive conversation. Dave does this shit where he hangs on to silly fucking things.
I'm not. I didn't. What am I hanging on?
You're like, well, he got fired. Well, yeah, no shit. Everyone gets fucking fired in the NHL. That's how it works. You're not going to get some coach that still has a job. Whoever gets fired
Yeah.
is who you get.
Yeah, he won a lot in New
Oh
York.
my god, shut the fuck up! I'm so sick of your bullshit. He won Coach of the Year. He won 2 straight, or I'm sorry, he second round exits, lost to the Cup winner.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do?
Does it make you feel better when you lose to the Cup winner?
A little bit, a tinge better.
Oh, that was a wet one.
Gross.
Yeah, no, you're like, you're dying on this hill. Like, I'm not dying on any hills, man. The only hill I'm on is the Phillies hill. Okay, that's it. But I don't know. I just feel like there's something to kind of similar to like the way you feel about basketball right now. You feel like if they get rid of Doc, which they're not gonna, if he's gone, he's gonna leave on his own. He's not gonna get fired.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that.
But your thought there is like, all right, let's go with somebody young, fresh, new, different.
Yeah,
JJ Redick, something like that. So why are your thoughts different in hockey?
because listen, they are a need to rebuild. There's not like a young coach can catch fire in the NBA very quickly. Look at Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
And then they
no,
fizzle out.
I agree with that.
But in hockey, you can't. What, Danny Briere is going to come here and save the team? No, you need an old guy that's going to get the team remotivated, and hopefully, I cannot believe. And you know what? Comcast Spectre is never going to get rid of Chuck, whatever his name is. I don't even know what his Fletcher. That's it. They're not going to get rid of him because they don't even want to look for a head coach. Imagine having to look for a GM right now.
Well, what's Trotz is like 60 or 59. I think I was looking it up earlier. That's the only reason why I even know. So he's not that old.
And also, you could make the argument, why would Trotz come here?
No reason to come here.
No, 0 shot unless the other offers aren't that good. But
Well,
he could,
like, no reason for him to come here. You think he wants to fucking rebuild anything?
I tell you who doesn't want to rebuild anything. It's me. I don't want to do it.
Well, I'm sorry. I misspoke. We're not. We're not rebuilding anything.
You're right. Fuck, how stupid are we?
We're just retooling.
What a dumb ass. What a dumb, stupid word that you keep using. I'm gonna say this. I hate the Flyers. I hate them.
I do right now. I do.
Yeah, absolutely can't. You know what the Flyers are to me? You know what they are to me? That's what they are to me. I hate them. And I don't have any desire to go to a game. Even the free tickets that I'm sure I will get, I have no desire.
See, I do though.
Well, I mean, it's all about like who you're going with, right? At the end of the day.
That and it's just like hockey. Like, dude, I would, if I didn't have a life, I would go fucking watch high school fucking hockey. Like,
yeah, no, I hear that, but
you know what I mean? Like, there's something about just like watching sports.
yeah,
but you
but
know,
that makes it very hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
There's just something about watching live sports. That's all.
I get it. I know. I hear you.
But I do. I hate it. I hate them too. I fucking hate them.
Next AFSA meeting is in June. Top Golf.
This is a fucking tangent. What are you doing?
Top Golf. AFSA Top Golf.
What top? Which one?
It's gonna be in June.
Golf.
Well, this one's in Northeast Philly. But you should see if you can go. It's only $20.
All right, let's talk about it later.
I just remembered it now that you said, you know what I mean? Because it's normally where we get the tickets.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, no, I do. I hate them. They took hockey away from me. They made hockey not fun.
Yeah, 100%. And I remember we were like, this is how desperate I was. I painted the door. the garage door that Chrissy had been like, "Got paint it, paint it, paint it, paint it." And then Jake comes over and he goes, "Your door looks like shit." I'm like, "Oh my god, people think my door looks like shit."
Uh,
So I paint it, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch the Flyers and Red Wings."
so you just jumped in on a random?
Yeah, and they lost to the Red Wings like 7-3. It's just they're not even enjoyably capable of being fun. So Flyers stink. It doesn't matter who they draft. They fell where they should in the draft lottery. The lottery is so stupid. However you end is how you pick. I mean, it's just the lottery is the dumbest thing ever. I really believe it.
You know what else? Like, fuck people that are like, oh, just because they're bad doesn't mean they can't hang on and watch them and like, care about
I
them
made that
like
rant many weeks ago. It is the
developing.
dumbest argument.
Like, dude, okay, but then you can't turn around and do the same thing for the Phils, or you can't turn around and do the same thing for the fucking Eagles when they suck.
Oh, but
Like,
they'll tell you I'm 4 for 4 throughout. I love everything Philadelphia, and I'll sit there and I will watch what I'd rather watch trashy TV. I really would. Like Mistresses. Terrible
fuck yeah,
show.
man, I'd fucking watch Spring Baking Challenge before I watch that shit.
Did you watch Is It Cake? Did you watch that?
I know the shit you're talking about. They ripped off my girl Natalie though. Shout
Who?
out Natalie Sidesurf.
Who's that?
She's the chick from. I'm gonna tag her in this, and she's gonna listen. And she's gonna be disappointed that you don't know who she is.
I'm sorry.
No, my buddy Mike's gonna laugh at this. But she posts all these. She had she had her own show on Food Network, and she makes like realistic cakes, like it's her thing.
Oh,
She
okay.
makes like
I watched that show.
faces, and she makes like fucking animals and shit, and like and it looks literally real.
Yeah, yeah.
And she has like a fucking awesome YouTube channel where she makes a cake every week, and it looks fucking like real shit. But that's where they stole that idea, and they didn't even give her no props.
Please, people have been making real life cakes for years. Get off your high horse.
I like her; she's better.
Well, probably. But did you watch that show?
I did, yeah.
It's stupid, but I would rather watch that.
There's a lot of shit that I would rather watch besides the Flyers. They don't listen to here. I'll put it like this: they're not even good enough to get the side iPad.
Oh, makes sense to me. You ain't gonna get an argument out of this guy.
They ain't even getting the side iPad.
Could you imagine what this household would be if the Sixers were in the playoffs when the Flyers were in? Oh,
Ooh,
oof,
you be in penance, man.
yeah, I'd be grounded.
I'd need 2 iPads.
Yeah, it's tough. It really is tough.
Luckily, we won't have to deal with that problem for
Ever.
a long time.
Flyers stink. They're where they should be, and I hope Gritty gets herpes. Next.
Castrated. So
He really is just a stupid prop, and I fell for it.
the Phils.
Oh, I saw an interesting thing about trading Hoskins.
Yeah, everybody wanted to trade him last week. I wonder how everybody feels now.
No, I read that today. I kind of like it.
What is it? Tell me.
Oh, he's gonna be 32.
Oh, you just mean like in general.
Yeah. He's gonna be
Okay.
32. He's got 1 year left. He's a Scott Boras client, so that normally means money, money, money. So I mean, if you could get a center fielder or some pitching, you wouldn't trade him.
No, I don't think you're going to get that. And I don't think he's going to get a lot of money. I don't think he doesn't command. He's
That
literally
kinda-
he's never had a season where he batted like over 230. Like it's 240, something like that.
Yeah, but
He's a mediocre player. He's a mediocre player that hits for talent or hits for power.
Yeah.
I mean, and listen, he's our
He's
first
Pat
baseman.
Burrell. He's Pat Burrell.
Pat Burrell was better.
Whoa. Pat the Bat, baby.
Yeah, Pat. Dirty laundry. That's the song for tonight. But like, he's just is what he is. He's the first baseman. I don't know. Am I in love with Reese Hoskins? No. And they could put anybody in first base. They tried going to get a first baseman. It didn't work out. So
Who?
yeah. Well, I think they were going to play Bryant. They were going to.
Chris Bryant.
Yeah.
And then I saw Dumb Dumb Joe. He said, looking back at the J.P. Crawford for Gene Segura trade looked like amazing, and now it looks stupid. And I'm like,
Does it?
why do we do this?
I think that they literally are grasping for straws half the time, to be honest with you.
I wonder what those meetings are like in the, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I wonder what they're like. What can we say that, like, listen, Charles Barkley probably didn't believe that Embiid was focused on the MVP, but again, the producer,
I think he does stuff for comedic value sometimes too.
yeah, no, agreed.
But like I hear what you're saying, and I think that those dudes on there, yeah, they interject their real like opinions sometimes, but most of the time they are their job. If you think about what their job is, then you would understand like why they do what they do. Their job is to literally make sure that people are calling that radio station.
Clicking
Because
and linking and
if you're not clicking
bitching.
their stupid ass tweets, if you're not calling the number, you know, if you're not
I'm
fucking
sorry, what bills do you pay to be making that noise over there? None. Shiva. Bitch.
but anyway, like I think they at first I remember back man, this is like a really fucking weird thought process, but like I remember back in the day when that shit was on
You mean when you were
AM
watching
radio.
black and white radio or TV?
I had a black and white TV when I was a kid, but it wasn't because it was only black and white available. uh I'm trying to even remember what I was going to say now. Uh I don't really know. You fucking derailed me that hard.
Yeah, because you're like, well, man, I am kind of old.
But what was I gonna say? What was I starting to say?
You were talking about you remember back in the day, like I would imagine sports radio or something.
Okay, so it was on AM, right? And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's it. You had 610, and it was fucking horrible. It was like
KYW
every time you drove
News
under a bridge,
Radio
every time you drove under
1060.
a bridge, it's like like every time.
I
Like
still have
that's
that problem with 92.5 today on FM radio.
so you know when they got FM sports talk, I was like, oh my god, this is the greatest day of all time. This like we get high quality, like we get to listen to sports talk radio all day on 90 like on radio. This is cool. And then they got another one, and I was like, holy shit, there's two sports talks in Philly. This is amazing. No, that was the day that ruined our city. Ruined it.
I don't. I told you a long time ago. I don't even listen because I can't
It ruined
handle.
fandom and our city.
Yeah, hey, Joe, this is Jimmy from Delco. What do you got to say about Joel's performance last night? Just didn't feel the energy from him.
I'll
I
hang up
hate
and
it.
listen.
Long
Hey,
time listener, or
this is
first time
Dave. This
caller,
is
long
Dave
time
from
listener.
Downingtown. Long time listener, first time caller.
I just want to say. I just want to say. I just want to say. Man, I tell you, it's disappointing right now. The Phillies is just too early to even know anything, and we just strap in, just strap in, please. That's all you got to do.
Here's the thing I don't get about the Phillies. Like everybody, like dude, there is a ungodly amount of people that hate them, and
You know who hates them the most is that Frank guy. I can't stand that guy. Frank Raider, whatever. I think he even has 69 in his number. He's like, I'm sick of all you people complaining on Twitter. He literally is
that's
complaining
all he
every
does. He
day.
literally complains
Yeah,
every
Frank,
fucking tweet.
Frank, if you're listening, we don't want you to listen. I don't.
Thank
I
you,
don't.
first of all. Fucking. I'm
No,
laughing
really,
so
I don't
hard
want you
that
to
I'm
listen.
sweating.
Frank, you're the worst, man. I hope you know that you are the worst on Twitter. Just so bad and brutal and just a terrible human. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh man, this podcast is phenomenal. But
Thank
listen,
you. Thank you for listening.
it's May 11th, right? It's May 11th. and the Phillies are 3 games under 500,
Yeah.
and everybody thinks that they're the worst team ever, and they're gonna win 70 games. Dude, I can't tell you how many hours, probably, that I've spent arguing with Nimrod idiots on Twitter in the Phillies fans community, which is fucking toxic as shit. As if Twitter could get worse. Like I don't get it. How can why are you just trying to be like a trolly nerd? Like and here's the thing. When I start arguing with somebody on Twitter, as soon as they go as soon as they go to like a fat joke or like an old
Yeah,
joke,
you won.
I know that I won. Why are you
Hey,
making faces over there?
everyone needs to stop what they're doing and watch this Giroux goal. This is filthy. This is filthy, Giroux. This is Giroux of my life.
Oh, oh!
He undressed them.
Why did he bite so hard on the backhand?
He fell. He fell for the move.
He went for that backhand like hard.
Yeah, he did. Which I mean,
So
that's,
when you watch the highlight, Giroux's just coming up. It's a 2-on-1 look like to me, and
yeah, it is.
Giroux gets the pass, and the goalie fucking like hook, line, and sinker went for that backhand fake like nobody's business.
And honestly, seriously, and we're going back to them real quick.
Shelfie.
He's playing so much better because he doesn't have to carry the burden of a city of disappointment.
Yep.
Yeah, I said it. Wow,
The city,
cool.
but this city has hated Giroux for years, man.
I just, what do they want from him? They wanted a Crosby-esque player.
Do you notice a common theme?
Yeah, we're a stupid fan base. I've been saying that for years. Frank,
why do we hate all of our guys?
because everyone wants because we're fucking starved, bro. We are starved. The the Phillies posted that thing today about like what should be did you see it?
It was funny though.
The symbol in the middle of the thing, and it was like the P and then the Liberty
Which, by
Bell.
the way, those symbols look fucking hard.
I don't like the P though, you know that.
I like the P.
But the one dude said 15 playoff appearances and 108 seasons. Like, we're honestly so starved for success and wins that we are just so this is funny. I think maybe it's demented in my world, but so on Instagram I fell into this like trap of a reel, right, where I've now been just watching African animals eat. Like, I can't explain it. I don't know how it happened, but like I've been watching a lot of fucked up videos, right? Like lions and hyenas eating boar, and like zebras and gazelles, and all kinds of crazy shit. Like, that's Philadelphia sports. Like, there's a dead carcass on the ground. We just call it Giroux. It's like Giroux, and then there's like 20 hyenas all over it, and then one of the hyenas steps just an inch, just a little bit too far into the other guy, and everyone's just like just ripping each other apart. And then a lion comes in and like takes the fucking kill. and then the hyenas are still fighting with each other. That's exactly what Philly sports is. We get rid of everyone. We boo them. It's not even the booing, so I take that back seriously.
No,
I didn't mean the booing.
The booing is necessary, but I hear you.
We abuse them.
We hate everyone.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, can you believe that they traded Giroux and he is having a successful playoff? Can you believe?" Yeah, I can believe it because he's not around fucking Cracker Jacks.
We hate every coach.
Oh, absolutely.
We hate every player's not good enough.
Guys, we said, this is a true statement, and I know I said it, and a lot of people, almost everyone said, if they just win a Super Bowl, I'll never complain about the coach again. Literally the next season. I wasn't one of them, but literally the next season, people were like, he's got to go. He's got to go.
We fired our first ever Super Bowl head coach.
That man
in 2 years. 2 years!
Any other franchise, he's a coach for 10 years. Easily.
That is so fucking ridiculous.
Hey, gotta love it though. I'm about
And it's
to.
not. Oh, it's unbelievable. Like it's what we live for. I mean, it's which sounds completely ass backwards, but that's what we do.
Hey, but if you find a little success, you'll know it.
It's unbelievable, man.
I
It's
think about the
unbelievable.
Matt Stairs home run once a day,
Rips one, didn't it, a night?
and he literally did nothing but that. I mean, that was it. I mean, he had maybe he had
Nah,
another hit.
he
He had
had.
another
Oh
hit.
well, I'm not talking about just that series though. Like that dude. I wish I could go back and watch that season again. Like I literally do
We
because
can. I have it on my TiVo.
the whole season.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Like,
sure we
dude,
could.
it was so electric. Like, it's hard to even describe. Like, and I mean,
Do
I
you think there's
had.
like a? Do you think there's like a condensed version, like a 4-hour video of like every game? You know what
I
I
think
mean? And
there's a
the
World Series champions video, like
oh
DVD, and
yeah,
it
Jay and
probably
I used
has
to. Jay and
highlights
I used to
like
watch
throughout the
that.
season.
We
Yeah,
used to make a holiday, and we used to,
I hear you. Yeah, but
and
like that, like, dude, it was electric. Like they would have
I mean, that shit's like
crazy walk off wins, stadium filled to capacity every fucking night. Greg Dobbs being a fucking ridiculous superhero, fucking
You don't
just
win a World Series without Greg Dobbs. I've said it, and I'll say it again. Pinch hitting G.
Greg Dobbs and fucking Matt Stairs, man, unreal. But I don't get it. I like what do you want? Like yeah, is Kyle Schwarber really struggling at the plate right now? Yeah, he is. But you know what else? He's going to lock it in. He's going to hit 25 fucking homers. So
It won't
what
be
do you
good. It
want?
won't be good enough because they want 35 in May.
It won't be good enough because they want, I don't know what they want. Because what's good enough? I guess no one talks shit on Bohm anymore. He's batting over 300. He's the
Yep.
best hitter they have right now,
Yeah.
average wise.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I just.
I
I'm
don't know.
done.
I don't know why. I don't know
I,
why we
I
hate
can
everyone. Why do we
understand.
have to hate everybody?
I can
Like right now,
understand that.
like the hate is turning toward Joel. It's turning, and the fucking sports talk dudes on 94 and 97.5 are fucking driving it. They're driving the boat. Why? What are you doing?
What'd you say?
They're driving and beat. They're gonna drive and beat out of the city.
Yeah. No, I could believe that. Here's the thing. I understand as you get older, this like unwanted need to consume sports daily, right? Like I can understand why you get to a point where you're like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, and if the Flyers go into like a 4 or 5 year rebuild or retooling or whatever they want to call it, dude, I'm not gonna just again. I've been a big proponent of this like my whole life. Like, I'm not gonna just sit there and watch bad hockey. I'm just not. So probably could lose interest in it pretty easily.
It's hard to watch bad hockey.
It's hard to watch anything bad besides football because at least like you know football for me is not about football. Football for me is like just the allure, like the Sunday allure. Just sit my ass from 1 o'clock on until the end of the night. You like get up for dinner. You know what I mean? Because you have that 6:30 to 8 window where you're like, all right, what can I help you with, babe? I've been sitting all day. Like you want me to grill? Okay, like that. The football for me is so much more about the day than the actual like product. It really is.
I think that has a lot to do with it. It really
It
does.
has to, right?
Well, that and like like growing up and like tradition, but not like tradition in that sense, but like things that you like experienced or memories you had with people and like family members and that type of shit. Where you used to watch games, like you start to, like you have those kind of memories. It's like, and that's what I think the attachment is to sports in general at all. Like like I'm trying to create that shit for my son. He's only fucking 2, not even
Yeah.
3 yet, and I'm already like starting to do it. Like it's a thing, like you do. So I don't know. Yeah, like I'll probably like I would. I don't think there would literally ever come a day where I could say that with any of the sports that I would stop watching. I really don't.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, I'm not
Full
there. I
like
just,
like fully, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I could
literally
just see
completely
it.
never root for that
And
team ever again. Like I could never do it.
I come from a different side of the cloth because like my dad did not watch sports. So like,
Right. So it's interesting. Yeah.
yeah, it was never anything that I honestly like. This is kind of corny, but like without Jason, I'm probably not so sure I'm even a Flyers fan. So,
Yeah.
there's a lot of memories just with him in that sense and like football and stuff that like is there for me, but it all happened very late, just like me picking up a bong at 25 instead of 15,
Yeah.
probably saved a shit
I
ton of
was gonna
brain
say that's
cells.
probably a good thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think sports in Philly as a whole right now, let me put it this way. It's hard when the Sixers are the most important team because out of the four sports, and honestly, baseball's fun when baseball is like good. You know what I mean? So like, if Sixers are carrying the load, basketball's probably number four. If you really like, you know what I mean? Like, if you were like, you have all the best teams, right? Like they're all championship teams. I think basketball's number four.
It's hard to even imagine doing that,
But I'm
honestly.
saying, like, I think basketball could easily fall off. It would be,
I
it
don't
would,
know, man.
I go
You mean
hockey,
like for
football.
you? Like you mean
Yeah,
personally? Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm saying it's hard for me to let basketball carry the load, and then like, and everyone's like, well, the
Well,
Eagles made the playoffs, but like they were not a good team.
I think in
Oh
the city though, it would
no,
be
it's not even. It's not
it
even
would be
close.
Eagles. It would be Eagles,
Sixers,
Sixers, Phillies, Flyers.
Flyers. I have before we end, we're getting close here. Yeah, we
Yeah, we're
definitely
getting
gotta
close.
go. I have a stat for you.
Oh, I love stats.
I have a
Yes.
CD Lamb AJ Brown comparison. Did you see this one?
No.
Okay, first two seasons, CD Lamb, 2,037 yards, 11 touchdowns on 153 catches. AJ Brown, 2,126 yards, 19 touchdowns on 122 catches. You can't complain about AJ Brown.
People are complaining.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
See, this is this. It just you just go right back to it. Like it's a constant fountain of complaints.
Oh yeah, it's the fountain of youth of complaints.
And here's the other thing. Like, is Jalen Hurts the most talented fucking quarterback? No. But is he that bad? No.
No, I mean I say this with all due respect. It's 13-17.
I that's not even I feel like that's perfectly ranked.
Yeah.
Like
You could say
honestly.
I know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, so man, this like I could fucking talk about this forever, but obviously we can't do that. So, yeah, Phillies, I love you. You
It's
have my
just
heart.
too it's just too soon to really dive into the Phillies yet.
Listen, man, I've been arguing with fucking people. I sometimes I just turn off Twitter. I have to. I have to because it just drives me insane. To like, for some reason, sometimes I get into these modes where I feel like I have to be the guy to like save everybody, and I don't
The
know.
voice of Philadelphia.
I just not even like not even that I'm right or anything like that. Like I just like, why do you have to incessantly just hate every everything we have? Like just like let's like something. I don't know. Like maybe let's think about it being good. Maybe. Um. Anyway, I
There's
kind
not
of
enough
figured
there's not enough success in this city for anyone to feel happiness.
that they would take 2 or 3 from the Mariners. They did, and I think that they'll split with the Dodgers and go 2-2. And I think that they will go 4-3 on this road trip. We'll see. Um, it's a tough fucking road trip, especially with the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers are fucking lights out right now.
Of course they are. They got the best team in baseball again.
Yeah, again, their pitching is like sub 2 ERA. So
Sluts. Oof.
anyway, I think we have hit the wall on this. So the Sixers, Thursday night. Hopefully they win. I really
Or
would not like
tonight. Tonight if you're listening, I think.
tonight when you listen. I hope that they
Heat
win,
and
and I
7.
I
Heat
hope
and
that they
7.
don't. I hope they don't give the ghost up at home because that takes your fucking heart, man.
Heat and 7.
Heat and 7, I can totally see and would not be surprised at all. I actually have a Heat future that I bought before the season even started, which I can't imagine is gonna actually cash, but I have it.
Sixers in 9. Sixers in 9.
Sixers in 9. Sixers in 11. Let's give them more chances. Um. So yeah, man. Let's see what the Sixers do. Let's see what the Phils do. And I can't wait for the day when I can come on the podcast and tell everyone to fuck yourself because the Phillies are actually good.
Bye. It's time for you to get off.
Anyways, yeah. Now, thanks for listening, guys. Please like, share, argue with me on
How
Twitter.
are we even doing with listens? I don't even know.
I don't know. We have there's like a couple hundred idiots that listen to this podcast. So
Welcome to the dark side.
For not like paying any money and only being around for less than a year, I feel like
We're
doing
gonna
pretty good.
we're gonna do weekly giveaways during the Eagle season.
Yep, weekly giveaways. We're gonna give away $1 million to someone.
Yep. And I gotta go. I'm having a Crohn's issue. Good night, all my love.
We love you all.
Bye.
Peace and love and harmony. And the Phillies are good. Bye. Don't hang up, Kenny.